Oh man, friends. Okay, so today we are talking about Google Optimize and its connection to Google Analytics 4. I apologize ahead of time. My technology is being a little bit crazy. So we're hopefully you're seeing everything and all of that fun stuff. Um, because currently I can't get my iPad to kick off sidecar. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, here we are. I am live and so excited to see all of you as always. Um, this is Analytics Friday, and this week it is brought to you by Ahrefs. Once again, they are currently giving away their webmaster tools. A link to webmaster tools can be found in the comments. And I did a video about it a couple weeks ago about all the cool things you can do using their webmaster tools. So I highly suggest you check it out if you haven't already. So yeah, thanks, Ahrefs. We're happy to be here. So, like I said, today we are talking about the connection between Google Analytics 4 and Google Optimize. If you don't know what Google Optimize is, it's essentially just a website A/B testing platform that you can use for free through Google. And we did a whole video about it a couple months ago, right? So you can find that video on my YouTube channel if you're at all interested. But we're gonna go through it all right now anyway. So just stick around. We're gonna have a good time. Um, so yeah, the announcement was just a couple days ago, I think, that Google Analytics 4 and Optimize were now integrated, which is kind of funny considering the fact that they're both Google products, but they also took a long time to connect Search Console. So here we are. All right, so this is what Google Optimize looks like. Obviously, wow, I went to the wrong thing. Hold please. Um, we're going to jump into a Google Analytics 4 account really quickly. Let me actually get out of here really quick while I pull up the correct account here. This might be it. This might be the right one. No. Um, I've messed up the analytics on this account so many times. This is just the personal site for marketing merch store, which if you haven't yet, you see this, oops, this shirt right here. This is actually a t-shirt. This is the back of a t-shirt. You can get that shirt on marketingmerchstore.com. So anyways, so this is an analytics account, GA4 account, Google Optimize account, okay? We are going to do this whole thing from scratch so you can see what the process looks like. So I've never used Optimize on the marketing merch store account. So we are going to go ahead and create a new account. So marketing merch store, oops, store. We'll do benchmark, fine, that's fine, that's fine. Accept. Next, container name, marketingmerchstore.com. That should pull us up here. And now it says create your first experience, which would be fine, except for the fact that we have to install the optimized snippet. And I'm actually going to do this through Tag Manager since I already have a tag for this account. So we're going to go into tags here, new, let's say optimize, create, oh, Google Optimize, here we go. Container ID, we can just do it this way. Copy, paste. That's weird. Hold, please. Oh, I bet this is still looking for Steven. Thanks for joining. Discard. I bet that's still looking for because obviously I have Google Analytics 4. We're just gonna do a custom tag here. Drop that. Oh, grab this again. copy, drop it, I call this optimize, trigger on all page views, save, submit, publish, continue. Alrighty, so that should be now set up. And now we can also, in this section, so remember we're in the settings. Now we can select link to analytics. And previously, when you went to select a property, it would only show you, that's going to be an issue. It would only show you, I'm going to have to set this up on my other account. It would only show you universal analytics properties, but now that's not the case. So we're going to have to go back here, create a container all over again. So marketing merch store, acknowledge, next. Marketing merch store.com, create. So we're going to you go to settings, copy, got to go back to tag manager and update that tag. Tags, optimize, going to go ahead and drop this in, save it, submit, publish, continue. Cool. All right, now that that's live, it should hopefully work. Now, when we link to analytics, like I said, used to only see universal analytics. Now we can see Google Analytics 4 in here, right? So you see Google Analytics 4. I'm going to go ahead and select that. This is the stream that I want to use, and I'm going to select link. And now it is linked up to my Google Analytics 4 account. So perfect. Now we can go ahead and create a test. So I'm going to select let's go. Let's see, we are going to, so this is marketing merch store. Let's call this, what do we want to test? Store.com. Let's do a, what kind of test do we want to do? We can do we'll do a test on the hero test, A/B test, create. You can do a lot of different types of tests, as you saw, but we're just going to do a hero test. It's really, or an A/B test with the hero because it's really easy. So we're going to say add variant. This is going to be, I'm going to change the text. Oops, text. Done. And what we're going to do here is we are going to select edit, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring up the website. Okay. And so you can see that this is the website. Oh, hold on. Back it up. When we create the test, oh, editor page, yeah, edit, it's not, oh, I think it's because it's taken to the HTTP. Okay, hold on. You got to put in the right security thing or else it thinks that it's going to a different page. So let's do this. Editor page, HTTPS, done. Now will it let me do it? Oh my goodness, to use this page in your experience. Redirects to this page. Well, what is this page? Oh my goodness, the www. So as you can see, it's not necessarily, I mean, we have to remember, right? Like it is free, so we can't get that mad about it, I guess. The done, edit. Please just let me do it. Okay, now it's going to pull this up. So it's definitely like a what you see is what you get kind of editor. So I can pretty much drag things around. I can like change the layout. I can change like the images on here, all that kind of stuff, right? So if I wanted to, so I said I'm going to change the text on here. Let's see, you're not like other marketers, you're a cool marketer. Let's change this. I'm going to change this. So this is going to go up. I want this to go left, right. I want to change this because I want this to go up here. Oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Ah, so I'm gonna change if I click in here, edit element, edit text. You deserve rad. So you kind of have to, with this font, it's very hard to read. You kind of have to put like extra spaces in it, or else you're not going to be able to read it. Done. So, okay, cool. You deserve rad shit. And then this is just that's just the HTML that we edited. I don't think we can move this around just because probably has to do with like the builder that I use. So we changed the text on the hero, right? So and maybe we change this to black as well. So we'll go ahead and change this color to black. We just gotta do it right in here. Uh, black, black, black. Perfect. Done. You deserve rad shit. You're a cool marketer. So cool. And now I'm just gonna select save. Consider enable continuously. Perfect. So that's done. Done. I'm gonna select done. It's gonna take us back to optimize. Now, this is where it's important that it's connected to Google Analytics 4. Well, there's actually a few reasons. Because we can choose an audience based on Google Analytics 4. We are going to do let's Google Analytics. Oh, I haven't created any audiences, I don't think. We can do behavior, page refer. I don't know. Let's look. Let's see. It would be, I would think that it would be a time since first arrival. Okay, so let's see. Greater than, so this would have to be a return user, right? If it's their first arrival is greater than 1 day. Sure, we'll add that. But you can create audiences in Google Analytics 4, and I guess it would bring it in here. Oh, geez, Louise. I turned Dashlane off for this. Hold on. Options. I just want this to go away. Go away. Pause for this. Okay. Purchasers. People have made a purchase. Ah. And that is an audience in here. So if I come into Google Analytics 4 and I go to configure, I can come into my audiences and it'll show me all the audiences I have. Now I could, I don't really have it purchases on here. So I could, let's say, create a custom audience and let's see, when they do a certain event, so after they add to cart, um, which I just added. So there's only one person, but I could say when they add to cart, then we could show them a certain test. We could do, they have all sorts of templates and stuff like demographics, like people, maybe people, yeah, over the age of, or okay, is one of these things, could get it, you know, what have you. You just have to, on the right-hand side, it does give you, so let's go back to this. On the right-hand side, it does give you, let's see, device category, let's say contains desktop. You have to watch this summary because if it's not a somewhat significant amount of people, the test isn't really going to matter. But people will be put into this audience over time, so you can see um, that they are put into the audience and stay in there for 30 days, and it will continue to add people over time. So 28 users accessed on desktop for 62 sessions, and so that means that they would see the "you deserve rad shit" anytime that they get on their desktop. So sure, we're just going to save that. And now we ought to be able to, yeah, we can put it in right there. So you see it went over right away, which is nice. So I'm going to say add, and I'm going to delete this one. And so now you'll see that it is in this property for this web stream. This is the experiment ID. We can add an objective here. So maybe the objective is obviously purchases. We're going to say purchases. Optimize installation is done. We can turn on notifications. And then you can see up here, we have it 50% of people will see the original and 50% of people will see the text. We can say we want that to happen on all visitors, or we can change it and say, I only want like 70% of my visitors to be a part of this experiment, whatever. And then, so next, let's see, let's make sure we've got everything the way we want it. I think it looks good here. Let's see. Seriously. So now we can select start. We can also, I think is this where we set the time? Yeah. So you can schedule it. It says it'll end automatically after 35 days though. So I'm just going to let that do its thing. And we're going to press start. And I'll say, I don't really want to receive email notifications. I'm just going to select start. And now it's running. And we'll be able to come in here. You'll see on this side, it shows us the reporting. I can go ahead and so we'll see, all of this information over time. I can come in here. I have one that I've run previously. That's not obviously with Google Analytics 4, but a test that I ran previously right here. And you can see these are all of the reports. And so what it does is it's looking for something statistically significant and whether or not it made a big change. And you can see that like the conversion rate wasn't that much larger. This is what it looked like over time. And you can kind of you know, really, really interact with this however you would like to. You really like zone in on a specific part of time. Like maybe seems the most interesting to me. But it shows you how many sessions there were, the conversions for each of the sessions, and then probability to be best modeled um, improvement, and then what that looks like. Again, this one wasn't statistically significant. It'll tell you up here. And yeah, so these were the sessions by day, by the way, in case you wanted to see that for any reason. And then you can view it in analytics. So when you go to view it in analytics, I would imagine if it's set up with Google Analytics 4, it's going to open it up in Google Analytics 4 for you. Don't know. Oh, this is the wrong account. Let's see. Go back to Beast Analytics. And if anybody has any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comments. But let's see here. So reporting, nothing to report at this time, obviously. Oh, you can download it too, apparently. Details. So this is the documentation. I made a whole video about it yesterday, tutorial of how to like link Google Optimize and Google Analytics 4, but I also just showed it to you. So these are kind of the differences. So you can run up to 10 personalizations and experiments now, which is down from universal, but you really shouldn't be testing a zillion things at once anyways. You can do the audience targeting, which used to only be available in Google Analytics 3 or in Optimize 360, I guess. But now we get access to it. You can't do Google Ads targeting in Google Analytics 4 right now, or when you're connected to Google Analytics 4 right now. There are far less objectives with Google Analytics 4. I mean, bounce isn't even calculated in Google Analytics 4 and reported on, so that's no surprise there. Interesting though that revenue isn't one, purchases is. I think it's just has to do with like automatically collected information, but also I don't really know because like analytics goals, we still have conversions and events. I don't know. That'll likely get changed, I'd imagine. Variant impressions. Oh, so these events will be added to users when they've seen an experiment. So like let's go, I'm going to go ahead and do really quickly, I'm going to do a file incognito window. I'm going to do a quick, see if I can get it to populate for me. Marketing, ooh, store. There we are. Okay, so it didn't do it for me yet. Marketing, merch store. Oh, I don't want it. This. I can't get it to trigger. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Well, it would add that to my thing, and we would be able to see that event come up here in real-time analytics. Let's see. So we'd be able to see it here in real time. We would have seen the event come through experiment impression. It would have shown up right here, but it didn't. So that's because it didn't get triggered for me. But we'll also see it in the engagement events. We'll see it pop up here when people start to see that. We'll see it in here. You'll also be able to see it. I mean, there are a ton of different ways to see events in here. You'll also see it come through here as well. And the reporting, you can report on, yeah, individual users as opposed to session. Oh, okay, well, it doesn't currently provide real-time reporting. There you have it. Experiment dimensions aren't available. CSV files are. So yeah, that's really all that there is to it. It's not overly complicated. It's pretty easy to get started. The big thing there is you get to create much more specific audiences easier, I would say, in Google Analytics 4. And then you can pull those audiences into Optimize without having Optimize 360, which is a really big deal. So I definitely encourage you to try it out. If you do try it out, let us know in the comments how it went and what you're thinking, and if you have any questions. But that's really all I've got for this week. Thanks for sticking around for another Analytics Friday, and I'll see you next Friday. So don't forget though, you're a beast.